On the 10th of August, 2024, Indiana police responded to a horrifying domestic violence report that would unravel into one of the most disturbing child murder cases in the state's history. The suspect, 29-year-old Ellisard Monae, had brutally assaulted his wife, Edli Devaris, with a tire iron, fracturing her skull before fleeing the scene with their 3-month-old son, Jacob. Severely injured, Edli managed to drive herself to the hospital, telling authorities that her husband had taken their baby and she didn't know where he had gone. A statewide silver alert was issued for Jacob, describing him as a vulnerable infant in immediate danger, triggering an urgent search. When investigators arrived at the couple's Lafayette home, they discovered blood splatter and signs of a violent struggle, but Jacob was nowhere to be found. Later that night, Monae was arrested in Indianapolis and initially denied knowing where his son was, even while admitting to the assault on his wife. Hours later, during a second sweep of the residence, police made a horrifying discovery: Jacob's tiny body submerged inside a sealed bucket of laundry detergent next to the kitchen trash. The infant had been drowned, having swallowed over 100 milliliters of detergent, with the autopsy confirming asphyxia by drowning as the cause of death. Prosecutors revealed Monae's chilling motive. He committed the act as revenge against his wife, saying he wanted to teach her a lesson and didn't care if he spent the rest of his life in prison. This act of cruelty shocked even seasoned legal professionals, with the prosecutor stating, "It doesn't get worse than this." Monae later admitted to striking Edli repeatedly and said he hoped she would die from her injuries, showing no remorse at the time of the assault. The court documents revealed the couple had been fighting since the 5th of August, 5 days before the attack, pointing to a buildup of rage rather than a spontaneous outburst. On the 1st of July, 2025, Monae stood before the Tippecanoe County Superior Court II, pleading guilty to murder and attempted murder in exchange for dropping other serious charges. The judge sentenced him to 92 years in prison, 62 years for murder, and 30 for attempted murder served consecutively, ensuring Monae would likely die behind bars. Despite the guilty plea, Monae showed little emotion throughout the trial, except for a brief moment when he wiped away tears during sentencing. He expressed remorse in court, stating he would live with pain and regret for the rest of his life, though many, including the judge, found his words hollow. The judge condemned Monae's actions as unimaginable, calling Jacob a defenseless bundle of joy who was betrayed by the one person meant to protect him. The courtroom was silent as Jacob's mother and her family listened,